It's much better. Answer that for me. It's well, it's a completely different entity. It's totally different levels. Fish 4 is solely a website. The Telegraph is an institution. It's a newspaper, it's a website, and it's an information portal across the board. It's also accessed globally, and as a result, it's a huge entity, and it's something that I'm learning on a daily basis, and it's blowing me away. It's great.
Barney's got to know the team really well, really quickly, actually, not surprisingly. We had a lot of agencies call us beforehand saying, oh, you've got Barney coming over, it's a bit exciting. I was like, yeah, whatever, you know. We've hired him, that's brilliant. And now I see why. The girls love him, no surprise there. He's fitting very well. He's bringing a lot of digital expertise to the business, which is great for us, so it's driving us forward, which is good. The rest of 2008.
Just to knuckle down, I think.
Knuckle down and survive the next few months, really. I mean, for us, we're in a really strong position because the Telegraph Media Group has got so many different platforms that we can, you know, utilise, and so many different audience touch points that for us it's about adapting when the market changes. So, you know, we did a banking and insurance supplement the week that Lehman Brothers went down, and if we can do that and still put it out in the market, then I'm pretty confident we'll be fine. And for us, you know, it's hiring people like Barney that means that we can drive our business forward, and I'm sure that in the next sort of 3 to 4 months you'll see great growth from us as we always have done. We've just hit 500,000 uniques, so it's heard it here first, and once that's all out and about, then I'm sure these guys will kind of be out seeing all the agencies, so to drive forward, really.
And also, with regards to the product as well, there's the innovation, there are new ideas, stepping forward, you know, all sorts of things are happening almost instantaneously from idea to fruition, and also there's the emerging markets, which is proving to work very, very well, and there's a lot of interest from the agencies too already, and I think we're probably going to turn around a fair amount of business through that medium too. Yeah, well, this is a good test for me actually, because I don't know. No, but well, it seems to be the lower end salary scale across the board. Really, it's a lot more generic jobs, and I think that there's a fair number of users looking at the website who are actually their parents, and they're looking out for the next generation who don't use the website yet because it's, I suppose, outside of the demographic.
And for us, it's been really interesting because with the digital side of our business, it's so different to the press side of our business, and there are things that we're good at in paper, and they're replicated online, there's no problem there, but there's things like customer service, teaching, education, are getting actually sometimes better responses in our core markets. So for us and for people like Barney, it's being out in the market and saying, yeah, okay, so you're going to use this for engineering and construction and supply chain, but it's also about saying, what else have you got? You know, it's customer service 14 to 19k, but we deliver on that too. So it's good, it's really exciting for us because it's making us think differently. We survive as we've always done, which is by adapting as quickly and as positively as possible. You know, things are tough at the moment, but what you have to do is you have to be out there saying, yeah, they're tough, but there's still people spending money. You know, we're producing huge, fantastic supplements in main paper, which are making a fundamental difference to our business, and we're getting budget from places we've never got that budget from. So I think if anyone's going to survive, you have to survive by adapting, you have to survive by listening to your clients, because they have got the money to spend. It's just making sure that you've got the product that they want to spend it with, basically.
I think also in this industry as well, when there is such activity going on in the economic side, there is just that much more need for information. So people are accessing the internet more, and they're looking at the website more.
Absolutely.
Because they need to find out what's going on, and the Telegraph is a perfect place to do that.
And I think the way that we're working with agencies at the moment is really positive. We've never had more calls for information about what we can deliver than ever before, and that for us is a big USP, is actually the customer service stuff that we give back to the agencies. You know, we're very proud of the fact that an agency can pick up the phone and say, look, I've got this role, what do you think? You know, where would you recommend it going? And if it's not for us, then we'll say it's not. You know, we'll be honest with it, and that makes a huge difference for us as a business, especially at times like this. What a surprise. I think that's probably a question for them, but I think that actually that the agencies that I know that we work the most with and provide the best services to their clients, the ones that challenge the client's expectations, that don't just do things the way they're expected to be done. So say, I don't know, take TfL for example, that's up for pitch. You know, they're a huge business, and it would be very easy to say you should just go in the Telegraph, we should go on Just Engineers or whatever it may be. And actually, I would guess that the people that will win that business will be the people that say, you know, you should be doing, yes, you should be doing that, but you should also be thinking about the SEO on your site, your SEM spend, where you're driving your traffic, what events you're at, what sponsorship opportunities there are. That's the sort of stuff that I think will make agencies kind of put themselves ahead of everybody else by saying, you're right, Mr. Client, but have you actually thought about doing this as well?
And also, they should spend more money.
Be good. Do you know, actually, I think would be really good is that for media to start talking to each other much more than what they do. Agencies are very good at talking to each other, so I feel pretty confident that our guys will know the major people in the agencies, and if they don't, then we've got a problem anyway. But actually, I think that the media, heads of media, should really sit down in a room and say, look, how can we, as newspaper groups, drive recruitment advertising forward? What should we be doing as a unit? And that's probably, most people don't want to hear that, and it's kind of a little bit scary. You know, Times, Telegraph, Guardian, we've always kind of been at loggerheads, but actually I'm sure there's got to be some opportunity where we can say, look, this is what we do really well, and this is what we do as a unit. So my crew would be... What
she said. I'm not mentioning any